Hey, it's KatieCRealtor.
And Susannah Oskarsson, the two enthusiastic Hampton Roads Realtors.
We're here today with our second installment for our video series all about Hampton.
Today we're going to be focusing on the neighborhood of downtown Hampton in Hampton, Virginia.
Downtown Hampton is a vibrant and historic waterfront community along the Hampton River, smack dab in the middle of the city. Full of restaurants, places to shop, museums to visit, and sightseeing, there's lots to see and do.
Hampton has some amazing history. First off, the city was founded in 1610, making it the first continuous English-speaking settlement in the country. While the settlement in Jamestown was floundering, the settlers in Hampton were enjoying an influx of fresh seafood, much of it caught where downtown Hampton currently sits.
There are still working fisheries, seafood wholesalers, and fishing charter boats along the docks of downtown Hampton today. St. John's Episcopal Church, located in downtown Hampton, also established in 1610. The current building was built in 1728, making it the oldest English-speaking parish in continuous existence in the United States.
On another history note, in 1634, colonist Benjamin Sims gave land and tools to start a free school in Hampton, making Hampton City Schools the nation's oldest educational system. Pretty cool, huh?
For more extensive information on Hampton's history, visit www.hampton.gov, or if you would like a more immersive experience, visit the Hampton History Museum at 120 Old Hampton Lane.
Speaking of museums, one of downtown Hampton's coolest buildings is home to NASA's Air and Space Museum. Situated on the waterfront, you can take an elevator to the third floor for a breathtaking view of the area.
Once you're done visiting the museum, you can take a ride on the beautiful and historic carousel for only $1. The carousel was originally built in 1920 and used to reside at the now defunct Buckrow Beach Amusement Park. The carousel has been restored to its original glory and is now housed indoors along the downtown Hampton waterfront.
The park in front of the carousel is a frequent spot for the city's numerous family-friendly festivals throughout the year. One of my favorite festivals to attend is the Pirate Festival, complete with a resident Blackbeard.
This area also includes a small fenced-in dog park that is along the water. My puppy Frankie gives it 4 paws up. You can also take a stroll along the waterfront to Bull Island Brewery, which has a gorgeous outdoor waterfront seating area, yummy beverages, delicious food made in-house, and is family and dog-friendly.
If you're looking for a unique and beautiful event venue, there's always the historic post office, which offers many different event packages in their stunning and spacious 2-story building. For more info, visit www.thehistoricpostoffice.com.
Downtown Hampton offers a large amount of options for dining, and you can find a lot of the restaurants on the cobblestone street of Queens Way. Currently, the area is barricaded off from automobile traffic to allow a large amount of outdoor seating. Here you can find such dining establishments as Marker 20, Brown Chicken Brown Cow, Venture, and much more. Live music and summer weekend festivals frequently take place here as well.
If you prefer a morning coffee and a delicious donut, then Glazed Donuts is a must. Glazed has many fun flavors that rotate with the seasons. Make sure to go early before they sell out for the day. If you can't manage to make it to Glazed Donuts in time, their sister restaurant, Baked, which is situated directly in front of Glazed, serves breakfast, lunch, pizza, and has an on-site bottle shop. Baked is open until 8 p.m., giving you plenty of time to enjoy the delicious local food.
Another delicious locally owned eatery is the Grey Goose. The Grey Goose is owned by a husband and wife team. They offer brunch, lunch, and dinner, and always have a wonderful selection of freshly baked, creative, and delicious cupcakes and sweets available for purchase. They also host a good amount of lively special events, so pay attention to their website.
Aside from all the delicious food and drinks that you can find in downtown Hampton, there's many unique locally owned places to shop and browse. A few of my favorites to visit are Dog-Eared Books, a cozy used bookstore where you can bring your trade-ins. Best of British, a specialty grocery and gift store full of imported British foods and gifts. And Blue Skies Gallery, an art gallery that displays and sells original local art of all kinds.
There are so many more wonderful and unique places to shop in downtown Hampton. To view them all, please visit www.downtownhampton.com. Here is some further info about the Hampton History Museum given by Seamus McGrann, Promotions Director for the museum.
Hi, I'm Seamus McGrann, and I want to welcome you all to the Hampton History Museum in downtown Hampton. Now, at the Hampton History Museum, we explore over 400 years of the city's past. I mean, from the days before European arrival to when the Cichosz Indians lived here, all the way up to the space age. So it's really from the sea to the stars. Now, something I'm going to tell you is this is where you really need to start your visit to Hampton, your life in Hampton, or if you've already lived in Hampton, you need to come here. If you haven't been here in a while, come again. Because not only do you get a good overview of the city's history and what it is today, but out in the lobby is the Hampton Visitors Bureau. And there are folks there that can tailor your visit or your life in Hampton to suit what you like. The restaurants you want to go to, the breweries, the pubs, the museums, and beaches, and all the things that we have here that make life in Hampton really fun, interesting, and educational. Now, not only is Hampton the oldest continuously English-speaking city in North America, but it's also one of the first places where there were settlements, there were forts out Fort Monroe, or where Fort Monroe is now, that we'll tell you a little bit about that you may have never heard of. Fort Algernon just being one of them. And then we also talk about the enslaved people that were brought to the area in 1619, because one of the other threads of our history that we talk about is the contraband decision. You may have heard the term Crabtown. That's the nickname of Hampton. That really came about after the Civil War. The Civil War was over, and the city was, a lot was lost, and the seafood industry is what really built the city back. And that's how it got its name, Crabtown. But you'll hear about people that were innovators and entrepreneurs that made Hampton's crab meat and oysters really the toast of not only America, but Europe as well. And canning and a number of different things, techniques, were really perfected here. And you'll hear about the people who invented those techniques. But you'll also learn about the people who actually did the fishing, who did the crabbing, who did the oyster shucking. Many of those jobs were through African-American labor. NASA, I mean, again, sea to stars. We'll talk about the development of NASA, how NACA, the predecessor of Hampton, really got started here, all the innovations in aviation and rocketry that were made here, and of course, the famous hidden figures, the human computers of NASA, the African-American women that actually calculated their trajectories and did a lot of the computations that made the flight to the moon possible and enabled the astronauts to come back to Earth. Right now, through October 2022, we have a fascinating exhibition, Historic Black Beaches, Bayshore and Other Memorable Sands, that looks at the Bayshore Resort that African Americans developed at the end of the 19th century and really continued up until the 1970s. Also, in addition to our exhibitions, have ongoing music and lecture series that we'd like you to come to. And if you can't come to them, we do have them online, especially when pandemic conditions make that necessary. So you can check all of our past programs on our Facebook page, as well as our website and YouTube channel. But once we get everything back open and running again, we'd love to have you come down for our lectures and some of our concerts. There's events we do throughout the year, festivals that we do with other community partners, and so you'll hear more about that on Facebook, our website. You can also sign up for our e-news and other communications so you won't miss a thing. But in the meantime, check us out at www.hamptonhistorymuseum.org, as well as Hampton History Museum on our Facebook page. We also have the Hampton Carousel downtown in Carousel Park. That's something we operate, as well as Air Power Park out on Mercury Boulevard. If you've driven up and down Mercury Boulevard, you've seen those cool planes and rockets off to the side. we've got to get out and check those out on the ground. It's a great park to walk around. It's a lot of fun to go with family and friends. And there's also the water walk right along there. It'll take you along Newmarket Creek. And there's great views. You can see the wildlife, see the water. You're going to love it. But anyhow, I appreciate your time. Thanks for listening to me, and hope to see you here at the Hampton History Museum. Come make history with us. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed this video about downtown Hampton.
If you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear them. Stay tuned for our next video in the series all about Hampton, featuring the neighborhood of Little England.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Goodness.
Hey, it's... I don't know why my voice keeps cracking. Blooper reel sometime. This is ridiculous. Oh, gosh. Okay. Am I red still? A little bit?
A
Okay.
titch.